and it just proved how
wasn't like Nick and Jessica Newlyweds or something like that.
Newlyweds.
Something
I
like
think
that.
that was it. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I do.
It came on MTV, right? With the Simple Life with Paris Hilton and the Richie daughter.
I do.
But that was on Fox.
I think I actually
The
saw
Simple
one episode. I remember specifically them talking about their sex lives, which is probably pretty. I'm sure they look fondly on that in retrospect.
All I remember is the Chicken C thing because
that's all everybody remembers. Is the
I think I
Chicken
remember.
C thing.
Well, I just remember this because Nick Lachey.
You were a big fan, and you liked the show.
I watched like
show.
5 minutes of this episode,
Sure.
and Nick Lachey said,
While you were playing
I
the same
have
instrument.
I want to have sex like 2-3 times a week, and she kind of gave him this look like that's gonna be a problem. Like I don't wanna.
She had a job. He didn't.
And they're no longer married.
Yeah, I mean, she had things she had
I
to do.
didn't know that. Honestly, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they broke up like almost
Probably
20
after
years.
probably
It was
after the
shortly
show.
after the show ended. It was like a few years.
Yeah,
after.
they did not last long. I mean,
No.
it was longer than
Is any couple in
Kardashian
show
woman.
business really? I mean, they opened up their relationship to a reality TV show. It wasn't
Nah.
gonna last.
That's fair enough.
That's. I mean, you're not wrong.
So I think like if they keep it like under wraps away from the reality TV shows, they have a shot.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's probably akin to like the couples that share way too much of their lives on social media. They usually don't last.
It's usually the couples that have the joint Facebook. It says Phil and Janine.
Yeah, and
or
that's so
whatever.
weird when it's like Phil and Janine's birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
Whose?
Which one?
Yeah, which
It ain't both
it
of
is, like,
them.
is that their anniversary?
When did they collide into this like Frankenstein monster?
like,
Phil and
no.
Janelle.
Their
That's
birthday is their
weird.
marriage day. Is their anniversary.
Sure.
You'd be jawed, wouldn't you, if you and Janelle had a joint?
That's very like
Star Trek.
Star Trek. It's very also just like staccato and very like abrasive. Jawed. I just don't know. Tunnel sounds like fun though.
Tunnel?
Tunnel. Ooh,
Tunnel.
I like that. Tunnel.
It sounds like toenail to me.
Well, you know what? It's more fun than Jawed.
I'd go with jawed.
That's horrible. Jawed. It's
I'd
like,
go with jawed over toenail.
it's like I'm punched in the face. She's in Atlanta right now.
Ooh, what's she doing?
Her and her best friend from when she was growing up. She lives in Atlanta now, and they're living the life. They went to the aquarium, and I think they're going to the Coke plant.
Ooh.
Not that Coke. Coca-Cola.
Not Cocaine Bear Coke.
Yeah, that Coca-Cola place, and just hanging out, eating, having fun for the weekend.
That sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm jelly.
Yeah,
She's gonna come visit us because we're up too late.
that's right. You don't come visit us because we're up too late anymore. You don't
It's
come
so
anymore.
late.
You don't come here no more either.
It is. It's so late.
Did Port go back to the bathroom?
No, I'm here.
Now I have to do
I
potty checks.
could have.
he just stops talking for a while, and he goes away.
I try to get in on the conversation.
You could
but it's
chime
hard,
in.
It's hard to get in a word edgewise.
Well, I mean, there's a lot going on here.
That's why I kind of took that bathroom break a few minutes ago. I'm like, they're not gonna notice I'm gone.
And to be fair, we did not.
Yeah, and you didn't.
We did not.
I sat down and you immediately referenced me. I was like, see,
That's perfect
see,
timing.
yeah, I was like, I'm glad I took that bathroom.
This is why this show is professional, folks. We know what we're doing here. We know what's up.
And it's so late.
And it's such a late show.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about mass shootings at the end of the show.
We're not playing.
I don't know of any.
I was about to say we're not playing any song
There was
in
one.
reference
this is a
to it.
special. Yeah, this is a special.
This is
so
special. We're not gonna.
so
yeah.
we can't.
We'll just say thoughts and prayers because I know there was one. so.
P.O.R.C has embarrassed himself quite a bit tonight, and
I have. How's that?
everybody's playing the same instrument. That's like going to go down in infamy of this show.
You're
I don't think that's as embarrassing as you think it is.
Well, it's embarrassing.
It was a slight misunderstanding.
It's not as embarrassing as what happened to me today.
What happened to you today? Did you fall down?
No, I wish I had. It would have been less embarrassing. So I started my first day of my new job today, and I was there at 8. I was there at 7:45 this morning. I only got like 3.5 hours of sleep. I went to bed at a decent time, but I woke up at 4:30. Couldn't go back to sleep this morning, so I was exhausted. So by the end of the day, I'm just a zombie, and my parents were in town, so they took me and my sister out to dinner. And my mom and I went ahead of them in my car to get a table ready because it's Friday night.
Did you go to the
restaurants.
fancy Long John?
Wasn't the fancy Long John?
That's
no.
smart.
That's right.
Yeah, because we were busy.
Yeah. Well, everybody was busy, and so
I was just thinking of what cornstarch could be.
I refuse. And I tell people don't go there now. I'm sorry, Pork. I know that's where you work, but it's for the best. Don't go there. I don't tell them what it's about. I just say, you know what? Don't go there.
Yeah, like,
Don't go there. It's, but anyway, so we went to the restaurant. We get a reservation because
was
they
it Applebee's?
Wasn't Applebee's. It was Cheddar's.
Okay.
Shout out to Cheddar's, sponsors. And we had, it was about a 20-minute wait, so we went and sat down. So my dad and my sister, they came along in their car. Now my mom has this big white vehicle. I forget what it's called even, but they were pulling in, and in front of them was another equally large white vehicle. And when I saw them pull in, I was being silly, and I started waving like this, like, hi!
To the not white vehicle.
Yeah,
Sure,
and then my mom was like, that's not them. And I was just being stupid because I like to embarrass my sister.
Maybe you were just being friendly. That's what that person thought. No, you probably scared them.
No, it gets better because I like to embarrass my sister because she's a lot cooler than me. So I like to embarrass her anytime I can. So I was doing that. Yeah, and it was a different people, and they came up and they had
different people.
It was a different people, and they came up to us and they were like, "Hey, we haven't seen you in forever," joking around because they, instead of just like letting it go, they had to make a thing of it. So
you'd be like, "You're in a white car."
So
a big white car.
Good for them. So yeah, I wanted to die while I was at Cheddar's tonight. So I've had my share of embarrassment.
Because you waved at some strangers by accident? That's it?
No, like a wackadoo. I was being silly because you can't see me, but I was making a face and waving really hard because I was trying to make my sister laugh. In the end, I was doing it to complete strangers.
I'm sure your sister still laughed at that.
Oh God, I thought my mom was going to
succeeded.
My sister laughed. I thought my mom was going to have a heart attack. She was laughing so hard. So yeah, I was like, look, it's been a long day. It was my first full day of work in a while. This is a job I'm sticking with, and so I have to pay a lot of attention, and it's hard.
Fair enough. One more song. You just fart.
I did.